Let's go track mode, launch control, brake on. Good, apply full brake. Wait, what? I do this all of the time. Where is it? Where did I put it? It's not there. Where the hell did I put that? Ah, there it is. I put it right there to remember and I forgot. Oh my God, leave it up to me. Wrap it in a shirt, keep it nice and protected. Sean needs that to match the paint for all of the parts that we're painting. That is your best representation when you can't actually have the whole vehicle. And yeah, we couldn't forget this. A peachy Red Bull for peach bottom auto body. You know what? I walked in and Sean was like, dude, where's my Red Bull, man? I'm a huge fan of Red Bull. And then all of a sudden I felt terrible. I really should have thought of him on that because, I mean, he goes by Peachy Cummins and you would only assume that he appreciates a good peach. Next time, Sean. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Peach Bottom Auto Body. We've got the goodies here that need to get dropped off. The drive down here was a blast, by the way. Bezel 1, bezel number 2, and our clears lenses. What do I look like I'm struggling right now? What's up, Sean? Welcome back to the vlog,
hey,
dude.
Man.
This was the last missing component that I owed you.
Yes, sir.
Fortunately, we don't have to try and protect any of this chrome this time around because all that's getting painted, so no stress whatsoever. Because guys, if you didn't know, this stuff right here is very, very, very easily scratched.
Yeah, it's fragile.
It's super fragile. Literally, if you rub it with your hand, it'll scratch.
It does. Like that.
Yeah.
That's not smudges either.
It's all these micro scratches. Like that just scratched it even worse.
Yeah, exactly. I know, it's insane.
It's terrible. You have to be super, super careful with these bezels, but fortunately in this instance, that marker's coming out, these clears are going in, and then this whole thing is getting sprayed. So we successfully have those things dropped off. You know what, I also forgot something else as I think about it. I could have brought the Boost Auto Parts turn signals down and just have Sean install them, but fortunately, from that last video for the 5th gen, those things are as simple as one little screw, they pop right in. He's just gonna leave the blind spot mirror out for us in order to do that when we get them back from paint. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a minute to welcome our friend 8Ball back to the vlog. He's looking a lot better, like literally already. Dude, this thing was rough. It was really rough. I dropped it off and Sean was like, all right, man, like, walk me through your list of to-dos. And I legitimately said, there's too much to do on this truck. Like, we're gonna try and kind of focus on like the primary facial updates, but we could probably go a few months longer with like bed work that's needed, rocker panels that are a little bit beat up. This truck came straight from auction. It was relatively cheap. And yeah, we're not gonna get that carried away, although I know you want to.
It'll be 90% to be honest by the time it's done. It'll be really good.
Well, I know it's in your hand, so I'm totally not stressed. So, real quick update, guys. We actually ended up having to go with a new fender on this truck because of the fact that the old one was kind of cut and it was never protected with paint, so it was rusted on the bottom. There was a big dent right here, so we actually ended up going with an entirely new fender rather than trying to repair the old one. And you can see that it's kind of like a matte finish right now as everything's kind of drying and getting ready for paint. And I think that I'm learning some things from you. Not gonna become a competitor anytime soon, so don't worry about it. But you have to kind of blend the paint in, so you almost kind of have to sand through, and then when you spray, you kind of have to do like a fade, right? Because you would almost be able to see like a clear-cut line.
Yeah, white's a pretty good color, so the color difference between here and here wouldn't be too noticeable, but to make it look 100%, we would blend it, and then also you had a little nick right there, so we took care of that. So it's just gonna be best just to blend it. We took everything else off. This will come out for paint soon too, but the whole door is sanded right now.
Nice.
And the fender is edged in, so we painted all the edges and stuff, and then we do the blend, it'll all match.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome because that like dent, that was pretty serious. Like I don't even know what ended up causing that, but that was like bothering me so much. And then we've got our facial updates, which I saw some parts sitting back there on my drive-in. So I think we should go take a look. Damn, would you just look at that view? Oh my God, that front mount gets me every single time. So this is probably gonna be the last time that you guys will have a chance to look at the front end of this truck in this form and fashion. That bumper is going to be gone. That hood, gone. That grill, well, it's over there. But yes, the factory grill is actually going to be reused with a twist. We'll get into showing you guys the paint match parts here in just a second, but I'm really excited about this. As you guys know, we are keeping this thing true to its time, true to its era, and we are keeping the bubble style headlights in the front. We are not converting it to the late style third gen. I really actually love this front end. Personally, it looks really great. The headlights are a little bit smaller than kind of what we're accustomed to with the newer trucks, but I really like that because it is authentic. It's that true third gen. It's kind of like that nice balance between the second gen, which is like really, really small headlights, versus the late style third gen, which has those big, massive, I kind of refer to them as like the bug eye style. Although I like that, we had an opportunity to stay true here, and that's what we're gonna do. On the other side, the guys are gonna take care of doing a little bit of trimming right here because we don't have full turn radius with these wheels and tires. So that'll be nice. I don't know what we're gonna do about the front, but I think we're gonna end up spacing the bumper forward just a little bit. And then around the back, look at that roll pan, boys. Oh yes, man, that looks perfect. These single cabs need roll pans. I don't think that single cabs look appropriate unless, of course, they're farm trucks with trailer hitches. We had the roll pan on the Mini Max, and I told you guys that we're kind of building like a Mini Max Cummins version 2.0 with this truck, and it needed a roll pan. So we've got this nice and married up. We are not going to be welding these together. We're going to keep them two individual assemblies just in case we ever need to pull it off or whatever the case might be. It is bolted though in 3 different spots on either side. It's definitely not going anywhere. It is super, super rigid, and oh my God, would you guys just look at it. So without further ado, let's get outside and check out these paint match parts. You guys are gonna have to use your creativity just a little bit to kind of envision them on this truck, but believe me when I tell you, it is going to look fantastic. Just got to take a quick minute here to appreciate something. My inner landscaper can really appreciate the teamwork of these guys. We got 3 X-Mark mowers out here. We got one 72-inch. This dude's cruising up and down this way. Then we got 2 60-inches. The one guy's this way. That guy's going this way. And they are horizontally crossing paths, knocking out this entire patch of lawn together. The only reason that I can appreciate that is because I used to own a landscaping business. As a matter of fact, I've somewhat been an entrepreneur since I can remember. And literally while I was in middle school, I was that kid that started knocking on doors to ask my neighbors if I could cut their lawns for them. I got one customer, which was basically like kind of like one of our best friends. And then all of the other neighbors were asking if I did a good job. He referred me, and then we grew the business into something much larger. And that's actually kind of what I did throughout high school and pretty much throughout college. And then I ended up kind of selling out of that business only because of the fact that I'm pretty much like very allergic to grass. Like right now, my allergies are completely inflamed because of these guys. But yeah, sorry, I was kind of sitting out here filming these beautiful parts that you guys just saw, and I saw them just knocking it out. Teamwork makes the dream work, and I couldn't help but make a comment about it. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what are our thoughts about the 3rd gen parts that are all down here sitting out, soaking up some sun for the first time after their time literally right here in the paint booth at Peach Bottom Auto Body? These guys killed it. Oh, here we go. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This dude's coming down, this dude's going across, man. Teamwork right here, I love it. And by the way, the striping just looks fantastic. Sorry, I'm really having like a squirrel moment right now. My landscaper's in the audience. I think you guys will understand. All right, guys, let's start right here and we'll work our way over. First we have here our paint match Laramie Sport bumper. Again, sorry about some of the background noise that's coming through. Hopefully that's not all that bad. Oh, and yeah, I kind of need to appreciate the X-Mark machines too. I actually have owned 3 X-Marks in my day. I had a Laser Z 60-inch, I had a Metro 48-inch walk behind, and my Metro 36-inch walk behind, which I've since sold because cutting my own grass was also something that I was very allergic to, and I was kind of just miserable about that. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about this situation right here. So if you guys caught my last upload where we were down at Peach Bottom, I had shown you this bumper in a box. Now it's out of a box and it matches, which is good. We're getting close to installing it. This is the Laramie Sport bumper that came on the Laramies back in the day. It is not completely done. It needs a lot of wet sanding and kind of fine tuning before it gets installed. So you might see some dust or small minor little particles on it that will get worked out. But it's 90% complete. We decided to keep the front lower valance black so it kind of breaks up. And you can see just as part of the paint process, some cleanup is required. But this is actually one whole piece. This is not a separate piece from the bumper. And this outer bumper is actually a skin. It's not steel. So it's just plastic and it's kind of just sitting up here. It's very light. There's a reinforcement bracket that goes behind it. But let's just, oh my God, appreciate the beauty in this. There are headlight divots, so everything comes together true 3rd gen original style. And working our way over to the hood, being that we're shooting for 1,000 wheel horsepower with the 8-ball project, I wanted to do something that was a little bit more aggressive, if you will, that had that cowl design. And that's what we've got right here, accompanied by what is actually the OEM factory grill surround with the Laramie grill insert. So we were able to kind of Frankenstein a little situation together on that. And Sean was nice enough to kind of quickly assemble these so it gives you guys and myself a nice perspective. And would you just look at that? Oh my goodness, can you just see that sitting on 8-ball with that cowl hood? This is a 2-inch cowl hood and it looks awesome. It kind of resembles a little bit of kind of that OEM line, that OEM styling, and then it's kind of got this like recess here in the center. It looks freaking sweet. I cannot wait to see that installed. That is going to make a massive difference with the overall curb appeal of this truck. My God, I just want to stare at that stuff over there. I'm so excited to see it go together. But lastly, over here, we have some of our small trim pieces. We have our door handles and our tailgate handle here, and then the other pieces of the door handles right there, as well as, oh, wow, that was not smooth by me. Luckily, the paint's pretty dry. And then we have our mirrors. So we've got our mirror cap. Oh, that's not the right one. You guys get the point. We've got the, okay, what's going on here? There we go. Got the mirror cap that's right there. And then these mirrors aren't just your standard 3rd gen mirrors. These are actually 4th gen mirrors by our good friends down at Boost Auto Parts. So yes, they were nice enough to send these out for our 8-ball project. 4th gen style, I'm not gonna close them yet, to give it kind of that updated look. And on top of it, these are their brand new power folding 3rd gen mirrors that you can retrofit onto the 3rd gen. So any of the 3rd gen owners out in the audience who want power fold mirrors, they have an answer for you guys. I'm super excited about these, just to be able to pull those things in, parking, getting in the tight spaces, whatever the case might be. It's all gonna be done by a button now. So Sean and the guys at Peach Bottom are actually gonna wire these up for us. I would show you kind of how that process works, but reassembly is not taking place today. I'm hoping that when the whole reassembly process begins, I can get down here to cover all those steps for you guys, not only to show you the process, but also to learn a few things. Dudes, I cannot wait to see this truck come together. It is going to look completely different from the version that we dropped off down here, not only but just a few weeks ago. Plus, guys, I've got some quick updates about the progression of 8-ball's performance modifications. So, finally, without further ado, let's get a drum roll, please. We are headed out to Fire Punk. We've got the date scheduled and we will be headed out in only but just a few weeks. So, to those of you guys that have kind of been on hold, that have been very patient and have been waiting anxiously for the progress of the 1,000 horsepower build, it is on its way. We've got our dates scheduled with Fire Punk. We're gonna be out there for a few days to basically take this thing from what it is right now, which is not really all that special because it's on a stock 48, to a built transmission, very much more capable version of itself. And we're finally gonna be able to actually see this thing rip, hear it scream, get it on the dyno, and kind of go through the whole process. I am thrilled because anybody that's been following the 8-ball project knows that we've been trying to get out to Fire Punk basically since February of 2020, and then this coronavirus thing happened, and my wife was pregnant, so I really didn't want to kind of leave in the middle of a pandemic for truck mods. I know, big surprise. You guys can hold that against me if you'd like, but we're finally at that point where it's gonna happen. And I kind of look at it like everything happens for a reason, and all great things take time. So the plan basically is once we get to Fire Punk, we're gonna spend a day on the dyno. Yes, we're gonna put this truck on the dyno with all the power up front and no capability in the transmission area to see how much power the trans can hold. My guess is probably like 550 or 600 horsepower. I think that's about where we are right now, but once we actually start ripping on it, running it through the RPMs and all that stuff, and that's going to be a process where we're gonna run this thing to as much horsepower as possible to see how much it can take. The next video that's gonna happen is we are gonna be building the transmission, and to anybody that has a Cummins, knows about Cummins, or the performance industry related to the Cummins, Fire Punk is and has worked for a very reputable standing in that space. So we're gonna walk through the entire transmission build, and we're gonna let you guys know pretty much everything that's gonna be done to this 48 to allow it to withstand what will be 1,000 horsepower. And then the third day, or the third video, if you will be getting it on the dyno and taking it on the street and actually letting it rip. It's gonna be awesome. Sorry about all that talking, guys. I just kind of wanted to get you all up to speed real quick on that. We're gonna have to dust these babies off, but it is in a body shop, so it's kind of to be expected. But believe me, babies, I've been missing you, and I cannot wait to hear you sing once more. Believe me, your time to shine is coming. In the meantime, we're just gonna hide you from the world. I'm sorry. Inside here, we got a little bit of sanding action going on for some mirrors on this black Cummins. Looks like some other goodies are getting paint matched as well. You can see the door handles are off, mirrors are off. Got that enthusiast decal on the back. My man at Peachy 6.7. Hell yeah, brother. I can't wait to see this thing come together. Looking good, looking good. I like it a lot. Those mirrors are gonna make a massive difference. It's those tiny things that go a long way. And then of course, we've got Sean's truck down there. It is somewhat apart right now as he's got some things in the works, and he did read a lot of your comment suggestions about the accent color for powder coat on his suspension mods. And from talks today, it looks like he's considering going with gold. Thoughts on that? I think it's a pretty good call. Legitimately almost forgot this again. My God, I've been terrible with that. I'm gonna leave this with the bezels for the headlights. I think they're right over here. That way they can get a nice, accurate match. Safe and sound, you stay, don't go anywhere. And those landscapers are even distracting me on my way out because they're rocking a Duramax. Hell yeah.
Warning, the following content has been rated R for stealing your heart. You might cry from joy. Viewer discretion is recommended.
There he goes. The MVP. Jack's first debut on the vlog, and he is passed out. Don't discount his overwhelming excitement for the vlog right now. He's actually super excited. Like, he's so excited, he's celebrating by sleep. So mom is going to get little man loaded up in her 2019 JLU, which we finally have home. And that's where I'm gonna kind of wrap up this video, guys, because this is gonna be the last time that you ever see our SRT in our possession. We are actually on our way to take it over to Lime Ridge as we speak because it will be up for sale very shortly. So if you're looking for an absolutely immaculate 2018 SRT Grand Cherokee, thank you, babe. Cue the remote start. She's the best. I have the best wife ever. Then it will be for sale very soon over at Lime Ridge. If you guys want, you can check out their website in my description of literally every video. I leave it down there just because I know a lot of you like to peruse their inventory from time to time. So we have to say a proper farewell to the SRT. Are you gonna miss it?
No.
Are you excited about your new JLU?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah?
So excited.
Guys, what do you think? Does the white suit her better than the gray? I don't know. Have you fallen in love with the white yet? What are you thinking? What do you think?
I feel like it completes our fleet.
It does. Speaking of the all-white fleet right now, we've got obviously the Denali hanging out, the white SRT, and then the white JLU, and yeah, so what can I say? I kind of love all-white vehicles. You know what? Oh, man, I was going to end this video right here, but I feel like we have to do one more thing. Real quick, though, any parents will appreciate this. Check out how cool this Doudna Stroller is.
I actually might keep that up because it might be sunny in the car.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Look at that thing. How freaking awesome is that? Dang, look at this duo. All right, let's go. This is what I was talking about, huh? Oh, well, I was saying you and Jack, but yeah, I guess with the car, you would technically be a trio. So yeah, check out the trio. Man, I can't believe this is farewell. God. Oh, you good? Camera good? Yep, we're good. I'm gonna miss this thing. Damn, like this whole interior. Man, the digital cluster with the analog gauges, customizable. Man, even like all this, I'm gonna miss this car, man. These SRT seats, this massive panorama sunroof. Look, I love the Jeep Wrangler. Don't get me wrong. That's why we have Doors Off Supply Company. I get what it's like to have a Jeep. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought this was the perfect kind of like all around like daily driver car, something we throw a car seat, whatever. But look, guys, to any of my youngsters out in the audience that are maybe just starting to date some chick, believe me, like, lust and love are completely different things. Protect yourself while you're young, protect your heart. But what I'm saying is, when you get married one day, what you'll find is happy wife, happy life. And you know what? Seeing her smile behind the wheel of that Jeep Wrangler right there is priceless. She legitimately does not let me drive it. Like, not at all. She'll legitimately not get into it until yeah, I'm in the passenger seat. But I would say, boys, that's a job well done. All right, and this is what we have to do, because I've actually never done this except for one time in a parking lot, but I don't think it was the same. All right, we're warmed up. Let's go track mode, launch control, brake on. Good, apply full brake. Wait, what? Damn, that is fun, man. We're in an SUV right now. All right, one more time, because it has custom launch control from the factory, meaning that we can do it, and we're under a warranty. Woo, boys! This thing shifts so fast, it is ridiculous. I don't feel like I'm in an SUV right now. Take this turn? Oh yeah, no problem. Guys, by the way, there are no diagnostic codes. That was just the screen that we're in. We're good, we're good, we're good. Damn, this thing's fun, man. Wow. Okay, all right, I'm having some regrets. I'm having some regrets right now, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Like I said, what I said before totally still stands true. Believe me, I'm not taking back what I've said. And the brakes, woo! Yeah! Okay, all right, we're having a good amount of fun. This is the first time I've ever legitimately fully accelerated in this SUV. I can't say that I'm not gonna miss this thing. The shifts are so responsive, like the connectedness between this paddle and the transmission is outrageous. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 6.4 liters of freedom under the hood of this thing, boys. Wow. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe. What a great way to celebrate the going out of a very epic car. I'm going to say this right now. It is on my list of cars to own, and that is the model upgrade from this, which is the 6.2 liter Trackhawk version of the Grand Cherokee kind of performance lineup. This 8-speed transmission is sweet. One more time. Listen to that. What? We're in an SUV right now, boys. Kids, you good? You good in the back? You good? Yeah? Dogs, good? Yeah? Okay. Oh, yeah, we still have our cargo back there? Yeah, everything's great. I would say it's farewell forever, but it's not. I mean, I'll probably be at Lime Ridge tomorrow, so, I mean, I'll still be seeing it around, and you guys will be too, but definitely keep an eye on it on the website. I will let you guys know when it goes up for sale, because I've actually already received probably at least 25 messages from you guys asking where and how much it will be for sale. All those details will be on Lime Ridge's website. Also, by the way, damn, that sun is bright. Hold on one sec. Check out that F450. Yeah, that's a pretty cool truck. That one's already claimed, so I can't really do anything about it, but one day, yeah, maybe in time will tell. And we got our license plate and, of course, our next-based dash cam, which will be getting reinstalled in our new Jeep Wrangler, because really, I don't do anything without these next bases. Plus, I also have one of the rear ones, which is going to go on the back side of this thing right here. Hey, mama. Damn, you're a good-looking mom. I literally have, what was that? I was gonna say, hi, mom alert. Oh my God. You sure you just had a baby? Damn, girl, look at you. Jamie's over here hanging out with my wife, seeing Jack for the first time. This COVID thing is a pain in the ass for all of us at this point in time. I think it's fair to say. Even more so just in this specific scenario. I'll give you an example. Like when you have a baby, you almost really want to show him or her off to the world, but you can't do that right now, which kind of sucks. I'm actually not even allowed to go in. I wasn't allowed to go into the OB/GYN visits when my wife was pregnant and basically just doing her like routine doctor visits. And even now, I'm not permitted into the pediatrician's office for like little man's checkups. To any dads out in the audience, you know, you have to just kind of routinely go to these checkups just to make sure all stars are in alignment, as I like to say. So that's kind of sucked. And you know, on top of that, like we're very family-oriented people. We want to introduce him to as many family members as possible, and even like family friends like Jamie and Sam over here, the owner of Lime Ridge, all those kinds of people. We kind of can't do that. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you just can't have it all right away, right? That's kind of how I look at it. So that's pretty much where I'm going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me all day. 8-Ball is looking fantastic. Next video, hopefully a completed reveal. That way we can see how well that truck turns out. We've got Fire Punk coming up. We've got a lot of 5th gen project stuff coming up that I can't wait to go over with you guys. And we've got a few special projects that are going to be coming up here soon as well. So that's like a quick little like look into what is in the foreseeable future. So that being said, guys, grab some entries for Dream Diesel giveaway number 11. At this point, we are just about halfway over as that giveaway ends July 23rd. Yes, already just a few weeks away, which is crazy. And as I had mentioned earlier in the video, you might just be joining the winner circle with one simple entry. So bear that in mind. Plus, there's a ton of new limited products up on the website right now if you haven't caught those already. That being said, my like league, yo, y'all are the real MVPs. I see you smashing that thumbs up button, and believe me, for every single one of you, I wish I could just print out all your names. I wish I could just send you a personalized thank you card, but unfortunately, I can't do that. But I see you, I know what you're doing. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Believe me, I appreciate the support more than words could ever describe. And I will see you all in the next upload.